Yes, thank you. I hope you can see and hear loud. So we are partners from Latvia, Linda, Anna, and Zinta, and our part and our responsibility regarding the project is collaborative learning community framework, which hopefully will get us all together and help us communicate and get our um, uh, learning framework going. And so we aim to create a structure and supportive environment for educators and stakeholders that fosters collaboration so we can exchange experience and also professional development. And to do that, we plan to organize webinars designed for knowledge sharing to promote collaborative learning and also strengthen professional networks. And so little bit about how we plan to do that and which will also be accessible to all of you. Um, it's mainly three parts. So the first one is national and international webinars, which will be held regularly to explore project-related themes by combining theory and practice. And the idea is that they are delivered the national ones locally in local languages, while international sessions could bring together all the partners and stakeholders from different countries so we can share the experience better. And also, of course, recordings. As we know, nowadays, busy lifestyles, recordings are essential. So you can join and see the webinars whenever you have time. Here in the table, you can see just a few of the topics that are planned in our University of Latvia National webinar. For example, rethinking learning environments in education, spatial thinking, designing learning environments with augmented reality, and I know that the partners will also provide a lot of interesting topics that are quite essential for this topic. And moving forward, the idea is that webinars are every 4 months. We have one national webinar for local in our local language. And each 4 months, we have this big international meeting when we can share experiences with one another. The second part is regular newsletters. Later, my colleague will also share how you can join this network, but I can already promise you that you will receive a regular newsletter, which will be distributed across network with project progress, upcoming events like these webinars, for example, key outcomes, and also the opportunities for you to engage. Of course, highlighting the best practices and all the partner activities. And also, if needed, partners can organize these national and also international virtual meetings uh, as needed. We currently don't have any timeline for this, but to gather experience, insights, any feedback. And this just provides a flexible platform for consultation, co-creation, ideas. Yes, and just meeting together and ensuring that all the partners, all the stakeholders are heard and incorporated in project activities. So moving forward about community.
Yes, thank you, Anna. And I would like to continue with description of the main idea of the community, what we would like to create during this project. And we aim to provide the opportunities to encourage you, like both individuals or and representatives of wider organization, to collaborate with peers and experts from different countries, as each project partner and stakeholders uh, in each country has their own expertise in different fields related to project main goals, and it would be great to make use of this diversity. Also, exchange knowledge and best practice, not only among project partners, but also with experts and institutions outside the consortium as well. As Anna already mentioned the participate in national and international webinars focused on trends and practical tools and sustainable educational practice. And I would can share experience from Latvia that the national webinars in Latvia on various educational topics are highly appreciated, and because our teachers value the opportunity to gain theoretical insights and practical tools that they can directly apply in their teaching practice, and we think that this experience and our like best practice from our national webinars would be great to also to integrate in this project as well. Also engage in professional development activities and contribute to this CAS any yes collaboration. And also, we are currently discussing with other project partners the most suitable platform for this collaboration. We already have some ideas, but our main goal is to create a practical and accessible space where everyone can come together, interact with one another, and quickly receive information from us, and also to get know about various opportunities and opportunities also for collaboration. And we will share also information about this practical things, but it will be in a little bit later stage. Uh, please, next slide. Anna, can you please share next slide? Okay, maybe Anna has um, techniques. What I would like wanted to tell next. We wanted to welcome you to tell about your expectations and what you hope to gain by joining our collaboration learning community. And therefore, we created QR code, which will lead you to Slido, one of the interactive tools, and you will have there to write what are your like expectations, what you would like to gain from this network, or maybe you have some problems which you would like to raise. Right there, and I will wrote this link in chat, and uh, please copy this link and wrote there uh, your answer to this question. I will give you some minutes time.
That was great, Zinta. And we already have. And I would like to bridge the presentation part with the question and answer part with some questions that we received at the workspace that Zinta shared. So the first question is if we can pass the date for the next webinar. So I suppose that we cannot because we don't have it yet. And it will be circulated. Please follow us on social media. I will, Victoria, if you can share while I'm talking the links to our social media
Okay, good.
accounts. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on LinkedIn, of course. And it would be very helpful if you could follow us in one of those social media platforms because there we keep sharing our news and the more the project develops, the more we share. But of course, we will circulate an official newsletter, and unless we hear otherwise, we will use your registration emails to share with you the IEL newsletters, unless we hear from you otherwise that you do not want to receive the newsletter, which is fine. And we will share the news as soon as possible for you to plan. And then the next question is, has the role of national governments been explored, and are they willing to adopt IELTS findings? So I'm not sure how we should respond here. Should we respond country by country, or Leonidas, could you give a summative response for all partner countries?
If I may, Nancy, Victoria has just mentioned that in the case of Cyprus, the Ministry of Education is already an associate partner. So I do expect that in all countries, we will have the chance to talk with national agents, especially since output 5 has to do not only with the provision of suggestions for school development policies, but also for national policies. But I'm not pretty sure if I understood correctly the question and if the question is something else, and if the colleague is asking for something else. I guess that's the question, right?
My understanding is that the colleague is asking because it's anonymous on the
Okay.
at the platform, but my understanding is that the colleague is asking whether we have some indications that the policymakers are going to listen and they are going to take into consideration the findings of the OWL project. And yes, I totally agree with Leonidas. In all partner countries, we have access to policy and decision makers, and this is exactly why the reason why we're implementing the project, because we want to be heard. And I have to say that your contribution will be enormous in this regard, because imagine if you are presenting findings from a project with just a few people participating, as opposed to presenting findings from a project with thousands of stakeholders participating. So the stakeholders and the network members, you are the strength of the project and of the findings. And this is the reason why we are going to pinch you, and we are going to try to keep you
On board.
connected, so we can create this critical network mass that can push policymakers and decision makers forward.
Good point, Nancy. Thank you.
Now, other questions? I'm checking the chat. I cannot see any other questions at the chat, but I don't know if there are any hands. Anyone who would like, or maybe not necessarily ask a question, maybe you just wanna share with us what you think, what you feel, if this is what you were expecting or not. Come on, guys. I'm sure you have some comments. Or maybe you are too tired to comment at this time of the day. Yes, Clara, I can see you waving. Are you tired, Clara?
Yeah, but just adding a positive note, it's been a pleasure to see you all again after the kickoff in Cyprus. And nice presentation, Leonidas. And thank you, Nancy, for organizing, and also Latvia University. And cool seeing all the universities that participate in here, actually.
All the partners. I mean, every single one
Exactly.
is contributing.
Nancy, sorry, there is a question on the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. Who can
From
see
Tommaso.
your... Sorry?
From Tommaso. Tommaso Dalla-Vecchia.
Can you read it?
Can
No,
stakeholders be only from the countries listed in the form?
Okay. No.
Very good question. Yeah.
No, they can be from all over Europe and even beyond.
Beyond Europe, yeah. Good question, and thank you for raising that point. We should have mentioned that. We're expecting to have in the network policymakers from all over the Europe and outside Europe too.
Victoria, do you think that maybe we can share the QR code
Nancy, sorry,
for the evaluation
there
form
is another question.
before? Yes, yes, George.
How
Yes.
can we
How can, yeah, thank you, Yorgo. How can we expect strong investments in education when the majority of schools in many European countries don't have the necessary equipments or buildings? I think Viviana must I think Viviana is from Greece. Viviana? So yes, you're right.
Yeah, I am from Greece. Yeah. I mean,
Yes. Would you like to share your experience? Because I am also a primary school teacher teaching in a Greek school, and I do understand the concern and the pain behind your your question. So what's the situation in your school?
actually, I'm an underground primary education student in the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens. I'm in my
So
I'm in my
so you are a
second year of
colleague
my
of Despina. You must be invited by Despina then.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
So yeah, I haven't been in a school yet, but I've seen from my experience in my elementary school that we didn't have the necessary equipments and the necessary buildings to accommodate such investments in education, like you said. So yeah.
Yeah, I know, and it's sad that in many cases you are going to experience some unpleasant surprise. Maybe you will find yourself in your old school as a trainee, and you will realize that nothing has changed since you've been there as a student. So yes, but on the other hand, yes and no, because with the ISLE project, as Leonidas said earlier, and Leonidas is the best to further explain what I will try to say, is that through the ISLE project, we will try to go beyond equipment and technology, and we will try to equip teachers and school units with the necessary mindset to bring change even without the necessary infrastructure. So, we teachers, we have to be creative. We have to be able to teach and bring change and bring innovation with technology or without, with equipment or without. It's what we need to do. So, Leonidas, is this true,
Yeah,
or am I
thank you, Nancy.
exaggerating?
No, I like the question. It's a very critical question. It's something that we have to think, especially since during our meetings we always acknowledge one limitation, obviously, the fact that we don't have the money to provide the financial support to those schools. Having said that, I like to go back to what was mentioned in the presentation. Our core assumption is the alignment of teaching pedagogies with the available spaces, whatever the spaces and facilities are. So we are not here to provide financial support to schools, unfortunately, who do not have the necessary means, the necessary resources. On the other hand, we are here to discuss how the resources that are available can be effectively used. And in order to become more specific, Victoria is aware, and other colleagues from the University of Cyprus, of a PhD study that one of my students carried out some years ago in Ghana, where it was possible to promote student learning outcomes, even in schools where the building didn't exist, with huge class sizes, with 50 students, 50, I mean, with that, in a class, and even with schools where textbooks were not available. It was still possible to promote learning. So the focus is how you can make use of the available resources. Having said that, we cannot ignore the problem that is mentioned. Let me go back to the output one, the output two, sorry, where the needs are also identified. So it's important to identify these needs and encourage policymakers to find appropriate ways to address these needs. Because if we are more careful, I think that in most countries, those schools that they don't have the necessary facilities are those who serve students coming from the low SES background. And this is a big challenge for all of us who strongly support the importance of promoting equity. That's the only comment, I'm afraid, that I can say right now, but I hope that you will join us and find better solutions during the implementation of the ISLE project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leonid.
Thank you too for
Thank you.
raising a very important question.
Thank you, Leonidas. And we have a comment from Maria Grazia Marcarini. I don't know, Maria Grazia, if you would like to make the comment yourself. I can read the comment for you if you like. So she's thanking us, and Maria says it was very interesting and it is very great, this connection. I wish the teachers become able to design learning environments linked to their didactic, because also if they have new furniture and wonderful learning environments, often they are shy and insecure to change. So yes, and it is so relevant to what you were saying, Leonidas. That's amazing. Yeah, we are
Excellent
on the
comment.
same
Thank you.
page. Any other comment? Any on you? Yes, people are thanking, and we thank you guys for your time, because we know that this time of the day, on a working day, it's difficult. You are all tired, and we really appreciate the effort you've put in connecting with us tonight. And here is a link to our participants' feedback form. And we would be grateful if you could take a few more minutes. You will only need a few minutes to complete this, and help us, give us your feedback and help us, support us to improve for the organization of the next webinars. So we will allow some time for the completion of the survey, and in the meantime, you can continue to send us your comments and questions and observations. Thank you all for your kind words. Elpiniki Hochliu from the rural island of Samos, next to the Greek and European borders, is saying, "Thank you so much. The presentations were impressive." So well done, presenters. This is the first feedback we are receiving from participants. Well done.
Nancy, if I may, I have also provided the social media pages of our project in the chat, so
Yes.
you can connect and follow our pages. And also, I would like to inform you that after the webinar, you will be receiving the PowerPoint presentations, as well as the certificate of attendance. We will use the email address you have provided when registering to the webinar.
Oh, thank you, Victoria. And for some participants, the certificate means a lot for their portfolio. So thank you for doing this. And please take the time to follow us on social media now while you are connected, because if you don't do that now, maybe you will forget later on with all the responsibilities of the daily life. So please.
Nancy,
Ne?
sorry, can you send the link for the feedback at the chat for those that they don't have phones? If
Okay.
it's
Yes, of course, Yorgo, of
This is a
course.
good point, yeah.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Yorgo. There you go. Thanks for the note.
May I add something before moving to the Q&A session?
Of course.
Because we forgot to refer to the associate partners of the consortium, which I think it's good to inform the audience that we have in total 3 additional organizations supporting our efforts. We have the Council of Europe Development Bank, which is supporting our efforts through both the development of the proposal and the implementation of the project. And colleagues from the Council of Europe Development Bank will join the ISLE network and support our efforts. We have from Cyprus also the Cyprus Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports, who will help the University of Cyprus to implement the school-based activities and trainings and support the development of the professional development program in Cyprus. And we also have the Future Classroom Lab which is a school network in Finland, who are also participating as associate partners in the consortium. So that's all in terms of the associate partners.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Victoria.
Victoria. That was indeed very important to be shared. Thank you so much.